Yeah, exactly. One of my mates has just bought a 36-inch Mowmaster.
Ooh,
High cut
whoa,
most.
that's
It is
massive.
massive. It is huge, right? And he's
Whoa.
been like, and he's doing residential lawns as well,
Mm.
right? Now he's got other smaller varieties as well, so he hasn't got that exclusively. But he's been
Yep.
telling me it's like, he wished he'd done it years ago, which is
Is it for his own property or for jobs?
no for clients. Yeah, his
Whoa.
name's Dan Klink from Colonel Mowing.
Yes. Yes.
He does really good work, that's for sure. It's just I would never have guessed that. When he said he was buying it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe he's
36
got some
inch,
massive
bro.
jobs. But he's been using it
Wow.
on normal 50, 100 square meter lawns.
What? How's he go turning it?
It's got split roller, but I mean, the split roller, what's half
So
of
what?
36?
That's crazy.
It's
Oh,
an
good on
18
him.
inch. So your normal Scott Bonner will got 17-inch mower.
Hmm.
So it's wider than two Scott Bonners together.
See, I'd be like 20-inch would be the go, but 36.
Well, I've got a 22-inch Mowmaster, which I've just that's changed everything. I used to have 26. Well, I still have the 26s, but anyway.
What would you prefer?
Well, right now the 22,
Yeah.
the types of jobs we do, and I actually think you lose little efficiency when you go down to the bigger properties, but it's way better for some of the smaller stuff that we do.
Yeah.
Is there any equipment like that you wish you had gotten earlier? Because with Dan, he's had his 36 and he's kicking himself that he hadn't bought it.
Mm.
Anything like that for you?
Anything I wish I got earlier. That top dress that I got the other day. Wish I had that like 6 months ago.
Didn't we talk about that when I was at your property?
Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure we were talking about it. And I went, oh, that's right. The guys from Canada, I speak because I met them when I went to the States, and they got me to do a video for them a few years ago. And they said, if you ever need any help with anything, just reach out. And I'd forgotten about that. And then I think you reminded me, and I went, oh, I'll just flick them an email. And then they went, yeah, no, we'll get one to you. And I was like, oh, should have asked a little bit earlier, because I have done by hand. I've probably top dressed in the last 6 months, or 12 months if you include the front lawn and everything.
Yeah.
I reckon like 15 ton of sand, which is a lot for just one property. Like if you're doing it like contracting and stuff, or a landscaper or something, like, it's probably not that much, but I've got not the greatest back, so it's a lot for what's going on with my back.
Yeah. But man, you've been so blessed in that area as well. Like, and I love it, right? Like I know some people who are like they're jealous, but the way that I think I just love that that people are coming out and supporting. Well, ultimately, I mean, you're a big channel for our industry, but you're not a big channel in terms of what YouTube can be.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
And yet, people just really love supporting you. You don't get a whole lot of expectation. But tell us about Hutchin and Pierce, because they've come and just given you so much great support. And what happened there? Like, what are they? Are they crazy?
I think they're a bit crazy, to be honest. The amount of gear that they've got here at my house is just ridiculous. But no, one of the guys that works for Hutchin and Pierce had been watching my videos since the old house, so for quite a few years, and he just enjoyed them. And for quite a while, he told me that he was trying to think of a way that we could sort of collaborate and work together. But he'd never told me this. Like, they'd never reached out before. It's only once I did my property reveal video here, and I said what I want to do with building a golf course and, doing everything around the property, showing everyone how it works. He legit sent me a message that afternoon after I posted the video, because I think I posted on a Saturday around 10 o'clock or something like that. Sent me a message, and then we had a Teams meeting on the Monday, and I was like, oh, cool, they probably might get me a little zero turn to help with the mowing and stuff. And then he just listed off all these different bits of equipment. I was like, what? I was just blown away, man. And I'd never thought something like that would happen, because I was reaching out to guys for 6 months before we moved into the property,
Right.
about possibly getting like one of those little kangas or something, or something just to help like move a bit of dirt around and do some irrigation trenching, like a trench runner. And no one really was coming to the table, like,
Yeah.
which I'm sure we would have figured something out. And then these guys came through and just, mate, couldn't have done it without him, to be honest. Like, there's just no way. There's
That'd
no
be
way.
huge. And
Mm.
do you feel like almost like you wouldn't feel guilty because that's their decision, but you're sitting there going like, this
Oh,
is
I
too
do
good.
sometimes. Yeah,
This is too
yeah.
good.
Sometimes I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I don't do enough for him. That's the thing. But I guess the equipment's been shown off on the channel. Like, that's when I say thank you in videos, and I say it a few times, like, I'm genuinely just thankful for the gear, because I've had comments, people saying, "Oh, you just keep talking about Hutchin and Pierce," but it's
Oh,
just because
really?
I'm grateful for what they've
Yeah.
given me. Like, look at the equipment that's sitting on the property at the moment. But because what they said to me is, like, because we've got a contract, it's a loose contract, and they basically just said you don't
So you
have
can
to
send it all
say,
over to me. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Is it that
yeah,
loose?
that's how loose it is. Yeah, I'll get a trailer and I'll cut it across the country. No, they like basically I don't have to say anything about them. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
crazy.
I can just show the equipment off. I don't have to say Hutchin and Pierce supplied everything. Like, I don't have to say that kind of thing. So they're really, really good. They're really relaxed. And they just
That's
wanted to be
nuts.
authentic.
You know, like I've been in business for 10 years, and I've also done charity events where we've gotten like looked for sponsors,
Mm.
and you know we've not that we have the publicity that you've had, but we've been able to get onto a few different shows over the years, like New News, and we once on a project, and we actually want to show across in America. And you can do all this, and you can grind, trying to get sponsors for these things,
Mm.
and it's really hard.
Yeah.
And to, you know, it's not like when people are like, "Oh, stop talking about Hutchin and Pierce." Like, my goodness, you don't understand,
Yeah.
like how good those people are, and then they're not
Yeah.
even expecting you to do it. It's
Mm.
so hard to get sponsors. It's so hard to do business. That's why
Yep.
so many fail. And to have someone to just, it's so good.
Oh, ridiculous, mate. Really, really good. And there's lots of other guys jumping on board now, which just like super appreciative of. And there's like, I get a few more offers now than I used to just because of the property I'm on. And, you know, there's a few more views coming in at the moment because we've got projects going on. So people are excited to see it. But I say no to people if they want me to do like a sponsorship spiel. You know what I mean? Like, I like to do, I accept sponsors that basically are pretty easygoing and don't make me shove a product down people's throats, I guess.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you would have heaps of times where people have asked you for sponsorship or asked to sponsor the program, and it's like you don't believe in the product, right?
Yeah. Yep.
How do you have that conversation?
It normally comes through email, so it's not like a phone call out of the blue. So I just explain how things work and what I've got here, and I just be honest. Like, you just got to be honest with people. You don't generally get a reply back.
Yeah,
But,
of
you know,
course.
yeah.
Has there been a time where someone's like, "Hey, can you promote this product?" And you know that product sucks, but they got something else, and you're like, "Hey, I'll promote the other thing."
Oh, no. No, I haven't done that.
I do that. I'm not judging.
No, I haven't done
Someone's
that.
like,
Not yet.
Can you promote this piece of rubbish? I'd be like, look, to be honest, I think it's pretty rubbish, but I like your other thing.
You know how many? I probably get about 10 emails a week with those. You know, how YouTubers do like those. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends or whatever the thing those
Yeah.
mobile games are, or NordVPN. Like, I get those emails like nearly daily. I could just, it would be so silly if I could probably do it on the channel and get some
It
good
would
money
be.
from it, but it would just feel so out of place.
It does. And some of the YouTubers I watch, it's like they're working on a car or they're doing something like that, and then randomly they're talking about internet protection. And you're like, man, this is so false.
Or like some makeup line, or I watched one the other day. There was a golfer that was talking about engagement rings, and I was like, bro, what has that got to do with golf?
And who made that marketing decision? Like, how did they go? This golf guy must that's where all the guys thinking about getting married
Mm.
are watching.
Yeah.
They're watching golf videos.